Hello, welcome. Welcome. This is the global community for adults who are healing CPTSD. And our time together here will be especially helpful for you if you identify with what is referred to as the fawn trauma response. If you're familiar with the 4 F's, fight, flight, freeze, and fawn. Pete Walker talks a lot about the fawn response, and many of us in this community really identify with the fawn trauma response. So I've noticed over the last, almost 10 years of being here with you every week that the majority of our community members that find this channel the most helpful are those who tend to identify with kind of a freeze-fawn loop. We freeze and then we fawn, and then we freeze and then we fawn. And freezing and fawning, particularly the freeze-fawn loop, is what is also often referred to as codependency, or a codependent loop, where we sacrifice our own well-being and our own needs so that we can help others to be happy and to have their needs met. So that's just a little bit about what it is that we discuss here. We've all been meeting up here once a week for almost 10 years, and we talk about what's working for us and what isn't working for us as it pertains to healing CPTSD. And our theme this week is pacing ourselves. We're going to talk about pacing ourselves, because so many of us who are healing repeated relational trauma, so many of us, we want to hurry up and heal so that we can get on with living, because we're so sick of just basically surviving. The only problem with rushing and hurrying up to heal is, even though our intentions are great, we want to hurry up and heal so that we can be the best version of ourselves for our loved ones and for us. The only issue with the hurrying up to heal sort of mantra or idea or premise is that in the process of hurrying up to heal, we are not pacing ourselves. B, in an effort to hurry up and heal, we tend to numb, stuff, and avoid our feelings rather than accept them and validate them and show compassion towards them. So that ends up delaying or prolonging our healing journey. And then we feel upset about that, and it can trigger us into an emotional flashback or a toxic shame loop. And then we end up back in a similar spot where we are freezing and fawning. And so it goes, right? So if any of this is landing for you or sounding familiar to you, then I really just want to validate that how you're feeling is valid. I guess that didn't come out right. I want to validate that how you're feeling is valid. I mean, that's very redundant. I want to compassionately witness you in this moment and acknowledge, deeply acknowledge and accept and warmly, enthusiastically legitimatize and validate everything that you're going through and the emotions that go along with that. I have a deep felt sense of empathy for if any of this is landing for you, because this is my story. So, thank you so much for being here. My name is Athena, and what we do here on Mondays, what we have been doing for the last few years, is we focus on regulating the nervous system. And some of the ways that we regulate the nervous system, we practice some deep breathing, some breath work. The last few weeks to a month, we've been doing the 4-7-8 breath, which is an inhale of 4 counts. We hold for 7 and then we exhale for 8. Prior to that, we were doing some box breathing for about 6 months, I believe. And that's where we breathe in for 4, hold for 4, breathe out for 4, and we do that 4 times. So that's part of what we do here on Mondays. And then we also have a meditation or devotional by Morgan Harper Nichols. Her artwork is what you see up on the screen. And then we also have a compassionate healing strategy by Dr. Ariel Schwartz. And usually it is somatic in nature. It's a body-based compassionate healing strategy where we are in touch with the felt sense of what's going on for us in the body when we feel certain emotions. And then we wrap our time up together with a Loving the Self affirmation by Lisa A. Romano. So that's a little bit of what we're doing here. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for clicking on this video. Thank you for the thumbs up, by the way, guys. I really appreciate you so much. Each of you who choose to like the videos if you find them helpful, or subscribe to the channel. Every single time you do that, it helps way more than you even know, because it tells the YouTubes that we're doing work that matters. And this YouTube channel is sponsored by the Foundation for Post-Traumatic Healing and Complex Trauma Research. And we meet up every single day, 365 days a year, a couple times a day sometimes. So, and in addition to that, we have a healing community where it's kind of like a chat box here on YouTube, and we message back and forth with one another, and it's sort of away from social media, and it's on a private platform called Circle. And there's a link to that in the description section of this video. There's a link in the pinned comment if you're here live for our time together. And there's also a link there in the chat box. So I'd like to pause, warmly welcome those who are here with us, and then we'll get started with our breath work, our meditation, our healing strategy, and our Loving the Self affirmation. Thank you again so much for being here. It really is just, my hand is on my heart. I'm just really grateful. So, a warm welcome to you, Midnight Blue. Hello. I'm sending you hearts right back. And I am glad you are here also. Thank you. And hello to you, Libra. Hello. I'm sending butterflies your way. Thank you so much for being here. Hello, Nadine. Hello. I am sending you hearts, pink and purple hearts right back. Hello, Emily. Warm welcome to you. Oh. Thank you for being here tonight. We're missing our Blue Wrench crew. John Harvey, if you can hear this, we miss you. Ninja Taco, if you can hear this, we miss you. Usually on holidays, much of our moderators are in America. And today is a national holiday. It's Indigenous People Day. And so a lot of people are off work and having barbecues and doing all kinds of fun stuff. So we're missing our Blue Wrench crew today. So I'm hoping and praying our chat box stays a safe enough place for our community. Hello, greetings to you, Nick. I'm smiling right back at you. Thank you so much. So I'm gonna get a sip of water, I want to invite you to make yourself very, very comfortable. And if you want to place a comment in the chat box on a replay here, that the content for the meditation, healing strategy, and affirmation will begin right around the 11 or 12 minute mark. I got a little preemptive yawn there. The yawn is always the goal when we are doing our breath work. That yawn is a way that we can activate our parasympathetic nervous system. And that's always what we're looking to do. It helps us to expand our window of tolerance. It increases our distress tolerance skills, helps us to emotionally regulate. And one of the main symptoms of complex post-traumatic stress disorder is that our nervous system is very dysregulated. We are emotionally dysregulated. And we struggle to tolerate the distress that we are in due to the fact that our needs are not being met. We are not being compassionately witnessed. We are not being acknowledged, validated. We don't feel legitimate or real or good or worthy. And oftentimes this means that we are around others who are lacking in empathy. So, yeah. So activating that parasympathetic nervous system, our rest and digest, helps us to create a feeling of safety, gives us a nice deep yawn. It lowers our heart rate. It helps us to experience a feeling of peace and ease, groundedness, connectedness, neutral or better feelings, and a sense of calm, and sometimes even safety. Yeah. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and begin our breath work. We're going to do our 4-7-8 breath. You are welcome to breathe right along with me. I will guide you in your first breath and your fourth breath, and then you'll be on your own for your second and third breath. And if for any reason holding your breath or doing any type of guided breath work causes you to feel anxious or uncomfortable, please simply place one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly and breathe as you would usually breathe. No need to change anything. You can simply be mindful of the rise and fall of your chest and your belly, if that feels more comfortable and helpful and supportive to you. So let us begin. We're going to breathe in 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 3, 2, 1. Hold. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On your own now. Again. Last time. Breathe in 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 3, 2, 1. Hold. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Well done. Well done. How did that feel? Did you get a nice yawn? Oh, I got 2 yawns. I got one on my second breath and one just now, right after. So let us begin with our devotional or meditation with Morgan Harper Nichols. And again, our theme this week is pacing ourselves. And Dr. Ariel, which we'll read next on our compassionate healing strategy, she's talking about really honoring the self as well. So we're going to pace ourselves, we're going to honor ourselves. And then Lisa is all about empowering ourselves. But what I'm learning is that it all starts with pacing. We don't want to rush. We can't rush our healing journey. Nick says, what is good for the body is good for the soul. Dr. Barbara O'Neill. Yes. Thank you for sharing, Nick. Midnight Blue says, thank you, Athena. It's the most relaxed I've been all day. You're so welcome, Midnight Blue. Aw, that's okay, Nick. Oh, I said soul instead of mind. What's good for the body is good for the mind. Dr. Barbara O'Neill. Thank you so much for sharing, Nick. So yeah, it starts with pacing ourselves. And then we can honor ourselves. And we can feel empowered as well. So Morgan has this gentle invitation. I love Morgan's work. She really, really just nails it, helping us to honor the unique place we find ourselves in. She says, may you know that you are free to navigate this journey at your own pace. Navigate this journey at your own pace, knowing that not being able to rush ahead doesn't mean you will miss out on everything. Instead, understanding your own pace prepares you to better discern between what is important and what is not. You can figure out how to become more aware of your own pace through simple questions like these. What have I been saying yes to that I actually enjoy? What have I been saying no to? And was it a good thing? Where have I been seeing the greatest progress in my life? Where has progress been slower? And how can I be gentle with myself? where in my life can I start to evaluate what works best for me and what doesn't? What can I do this upcoming week or weekend to recharge and become more aware of my own pace? And while these questions differ, they share a common purpose: to help you become more aware of your own pace. For instance, reflecting on what you've been saying yes to can identify activities that bring you joy and fulfillment, helping you understand what truly matters and where to direct your energy. One challenging aspect of pacing ourselves is its individuality. We might assume that someone busy and moving fast isn't aware of their own pace. But we can't fully grasp every facet of their life, and conversely, someone appearing balanced might still be searching for their unique rhythm. The essential thing is understanding that we can navigate the process of pacing ourselves, tackling one area of life at a time. We can start small. So today, allow yourself to begin with these questions that we just talked about, and explore your choices, discover what resonates, and remember that pacing doesn't mean foregoing activities that invigorate or challenge you. It means recognizing there's always an opportunity to treat yourself gently, to be conscious of your pace, and to grant yourself moments to honor it. Pacing ourselves is an ongoing process intertwined with self-awareness. If it helps, let regular reflection and questioning be your tools to check in on your pace. So here's to embracing our individual rhythms, adjusting our pace, and granting ourselves the grace to adapt as needed. Thank you, Morgan. I just appreciate Morgan so much. Truly. How about you guys? Hello, Ninja Taco. Were your ears burning? I was just saying, oh, if you guys see Ninja Taco or John Harvey, tell them that we miss them. Because it's Indigenous People Day, and I thought maybe that everyone was sort of busy barbecuing and doing all kinds of fun, like cookouts or beach day or, other things that people do on days that they have off of work. It's great to see you though, Recovery Buddy. It's always so good to see you. So we are going to move forward now with our compassionate healing strategy. So, this one, just like our breath work, this is an invitation to place one hand over your heart and maybe even the other hand over your heart as well. Or the way I usually do it is I place one hand on my heart and one hand on my belly, because that is where I'm noticing that I feel the most activation and sort of inner child presence as I'm doing all of my inner child healing work, healing from repeated relational trauma that began in childhood, one of the necessary parts of healing. So whatever you find comfortable, but I invite you, regardless of what you find comfortable, if it's safe for you to do so, place a hand on your heart. Allow your breath to slow down. Join me in taking a few deep belly breaths. How did that feel? So with my hand still on my heart, the invitation is for us to take some time to reflect on a time in our lives, any time at all, in which we felt loved by someone. A time in which we felt safe in a relationship. Now, maybe this was with a good friend or a teacher or a therapist, family member, or even a pet. Remember, many of our pets have a mammalian nervous system that we can co-regulate with, and eyes that we can attune to. If you are able to recall such a time, take your time to enhance your memory of this positive and loving moment of connection. A time when we felt loved by a pet, a therapist, a friend. Take your time. Where were you when this positive event occurred? How old were you at the time? What do you recall seeing in the eyes of this person? Or what did you hear in this person's voice? And if this was with your pet, can you recall the feeling of contact with their fur? Or the sensory experience of connection? Now, what are you aware of in the body? Can you sense any warmth? Can you sense a feeling of relaxation Or what emotions are you feeling? Bring your attention back to the sensation of your hand over your heart. Continue to focus on any positive emotions of love, groundedness, calm, or even safety. And allow these feelings to grow. Linger here as long as you like. Remember, when feelings of shame or unworthiness arise, we can return to this memory of this loving moment as often as we need to. Each time you reorient your attention from difficult memories to positive ones, you are training your brain. You are creating new neural pathways. You are rewiring your brain for safety. And with practice, you will strengthen your ability to transition between feelings of shame and unworthiness to these feelings of love and safety. So beautiful. Yes. Nick says the purring of a cat is calming and healing to us humans. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I love watching videos of dogs that have voiceovers and they call us humans. Yes, it's very healing for us humans. I love it. Ninja Taco says, I'm recalling dog sitting with the best puppers. Oh, I love that, Ninja Taco. Oh, on Thursday, in 3 days, I get to go help take care of my cousin's 2 doggies and several kitties. And then a week later, I get to take care of them for 4 nights and 5 days. So I already went once to get trained, and then I'm going again on Thursday to try kind of like a solo run. And then a week later, I get to pet sit for 5 days and 4 nights. I'm so excited. Yeah, thank you. Oh, Nick says animals are good people. They are calming. Yes, they are. Midnight Blue says I'm smiling from looping on positive memories. Oh, my hand is on my heart. Me too, Midnight Blue. Midnight Blue says I love pet sitting. Yes. Ninja Taco says, aw, I know, huh? So awesome. So we are ending our time together. We are ending our time together today. And Lisa is empowering us and reminding us today of our worth and what it feels like to take care of ourselves. I'm sending you hearts right back, Emily. So Lisa's work is specifically directed to those of us who identify with the fawn, the freeze-fawn loop. And she says most of us are honorable, loyal, kind, empathetic, compassionate, patient, and good-natured. And because we are warm and nurturing souls, we can tend to feel sorry for those who seem down on their luck or who have low self-esteem. And because we think we want to help them, we do. And when we do, we often tend to forget to take care of ourselves. We can tend to be loyal to a fault. And unfortunately, because we also lack internal boundaries, we don't know when to draw the line with others. So, for today, I will focus more on helping myself feel good about me today than I do about others. I will work on establishing internal boundaries so that I won't have to feel sorry for others anymore, and then possibly be manipulated into taking care of people who could be taking care of themselves. That is empowering. Oh, not a second too soon. That was my reminder. I have an appointment. I have to drive 35 minutes to my appointment, and I am supposed to be there at the top of the hour. So I have to leave in 5 minutes. No rush, no pressure. But I just wanted to extend my gratitude. My hand is on my heart. I'm extending so much gratitude to each of you. I love seeing you every single week. It's part of the highlight of my entire week, just sitting here and co-regulating with you. It truly is just such a huge joy. I love it so much. So this is me wishing you peace and ease. If I don't see you over in the community, over on Circle, I'll put the link in the chat box. And it's also in the description section of the video. If I don't see you there, I'll see you right back here next Monday and every Monday, 7 p.m. Pacific. I'm sorry, 7 p.m. Eastern. That would be 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. And yeah, please go gently. Please be extra kind and extra patient and extra gentle with yourself, because you're worth it. And I will see you soon. Good night, everyone.